And what I'm going to say to you, and I'm going to be very clear about this, you've been spending so much time trying to make a living, you forgot you have to live.
Each and every day I wake up, I got a tunnel vision approach on life. I'm trying to get it. I'm going hard to get it. I'm trying to be successful. And my tunnel vision sidetracks me from doing the other things I need to do sometimes, which is being a father. I got 2 children. I got to be there for them, right? Building relationships with friends and family. So, you know, each and every day as a man, period, not black, not white, just as a man living in America, it's a stressful life, right? So when you ask me how I feel, I mean, as a man, especially a black man, I just got to keep going. So I never really sit and think about how I feel.
The fact that you don't think about how you feel based on the definition we just read, would you be willing to accept that as being a mental health issue?
Oh, absolutely. Based on definition, it's got to be 1,000%. Even within the last 12 months, I realized I had high blood pressure, and I'm the cleanest eater on this couch. So I got the cleanest habits. I eat well, I exercise, and I try to go. You know, I do what I got to do for myself, but every time I check the pressure, they tell me it's high.
I understand, but I would like to say this. What is success has become a trigger for mental health because in other countries or before the internet defined what success is, family was important. Sundays, everybody sat down and had a meal. You know, there was family time. There was a cutoff time of work, right?
So what I'm going to say to you, and I'm going to be very clear about this, you've been spending so much time trying to make a living, you forgot you have to live. That's what it is. And just by looking at you, you have a major fear of failure, and you don't have time to grieve because you have a son that you have to take care of. And a lot of times, us as men, we never grieve. We tuck it in, we bury ourselves in work, and we keep it going. And I did the same thing. My son is shooting this podcast. I love my son to death, and I thought I was a great father financially. And then one day I looked up at my son who's editing his podcast, and he was 6 foot tall. But I was so busy trying to provide for him, making sure that he had every creature comfort on earth, I wasn't even looking at him. And I can tell that's where you are. And when you're grieving like that, as an African-American male, we don't go to therapists because it's a sign of weakness. I don't care what level of success that you make or achieve in life, you better take some time to yourself, and you need to figure out yourself. And you gotta cry, man, and you gotta let that shit out. Because I'm gonna tell you something. I built a company from the ground up, and I came from nothing. My pop was on crack cocaine. I was in a crack house for 3-4 days, and I muscled that shit out. And you know what I mean? I went from that to my son driving Bentleys and Rolls Royces and Lamborghinis. But I was miserable as a motherfucker. I'm sitting in a $450,000 car, don't even want to go in the house because I'm miserable. I come in the house and I see my children and all of them grown. This boy got a whole beard because I was so busy chasing his life. And at the end of the day, I scaled the company up. I sold it for a boatload of money. I got condos in Miami, and I sat in the condo watching Netflix all night and wouldn't even go outside because no matter where you go, there you are. And that shit gonna follow you unless you deal with it. And as African-American men, that shit's a sign of weakness.